In Hollywood, stunt people perform most of the dangerous scenes we see on film, particularly if these scenes take place underwater. Szilvia Gogh works in the motion picture industry and has doubled for actress Drew Barrymore.
Hi, I'm Szilvia Gogh. I've been diving over 20 years. I'm a stunt woman in Hollywood, California. I started diving when I was 13 years old. Back in Hungary, I did a sport called Orienteering Diving. It's not your traditional scuba diving you imagine, trapping a tank on your back and go and look at fish. We had no fish. It's really dirty water, no visibility, but it was so much fun. What we did is kind of treasure hunting. You had to find predetermined locations using a map and a compass. They gave you where you need to go for how long, and you needed to find things. I was managing a scuba dive center in Burbank, which is conveniently located very close to ABC, NBC, Disney, and a couple of other studios. We had tons of producers, actors coming through our shop, getting trained, renting tanks. One day a casting director came by looking for girls for swimming in a commercial for Axe. They were looking for girls who can swim in the ocean, which is itself not very difficult, but it was February and the oceans were 43 degrees. So it's not that many women who will do that. I did it, and it led me to get my SEC card, and rest is history. I've been working as a stunt woman ever since. I was a tomboy growing up. I've been around the waters my whole life. I never really planned being a stunt woman. It just came to me. Most stunt women has well-rounded training. They are fighters. They do well with fire, falling. I specialize only in water. I don't really want to break bones or be set on fire. I just want to be drowning. Getting hired as a stunt woman is very different than when you're trying to get a job as an actor. It's not about what you know. It's not about who you know. It's about who knows you. It's really about your skill sets and the stunt coordinators knowing what you are capable of. The only 2 times I've ever been in a casting is the first job I ever got with that swimming, and the second one when I was trying out to be Drew Barrymore's stunt double for Big Miracle. The stunt coordinator wanted one girl, the director had another girl in mind, and the mooring coordinator who I worked with before wanted me. So we had to go for a tryout. All 3 of us in dry suits show our perfect skills for hovering motionless, being great ice divers, because this movie is about saving the whales under the ice. So luckily, they picked me. I spent about a week filming Big Miracle's diving scenes up in Alaska. We spent about 10 hours a day in ice-cold waters. It was so cold that the director photographer had to put his hands in hot water buckets to get the feelings back in his fingers to carry on filming us. Safety is always #1 most important thing on a set. There is never macho things going on. We work as a team with our water safety divers. We always figure out what we're going to do, and we do the same thing that we said we're going to do. For example, on Piranha, I had to swim through a cave in a full face mask with a rebreather, and as the piranhas are attacking me and killing me, I had to take off my full face mask and swim out from the cave blindfoldedly without air. I had the safety divers, I knew exactly where they were going to be, and just in case I run out of air or I couldn't find the exit, they were there to put the regulator in my mouth, cut the shot, and redo it again. A couple of projects I worked lately: Desperate Housewives, I did water safety. I did Flash Forward, where I was drowning in a bus falling over the bridge. I did Big Miracle, doubling Drew Barrymore for the saving of the whales. I did Sinister, that's not even out in the movies yet. I did double Dina Meyer for Piranha 3D in the cave scenes. But my favorite project is called Adventures with Miss Scuba. Traveling around the world, I'm a host of a show where we take girls around South Africa, Antarctica, the Red Sea, you name it. The whole purpose of the show is to show if you want to see the world, all you need to do is get off that couch, pack your dive bag, and go. The most challenging aspect of being a stunt woman is to wait for that next job. Doing the stunts is easy. That's what we do. Pretty much every job I do as a stunt woman involves me dying. I just have to do it safely. If you want to be a stunt person, you need to be athletic. You really should be able to do a lot of things such as falling, swords, horses, fights, or just specialize in something and be really, really good, the best at something, such as scuba diving. Getting a job, well, couple of rules. Don't just send out your resume with your headshots and wait for the phone calls, because that's very unlikely that it will never happen. What you should do is find out where they're filming something, show up on a set, introduce yourself to the stunt coordinator, and very often there will be a chance that they don't have someone who they need and they will put you in work. If you prove yourself, you are in.